Many thanks for the invitation to participate in this important discussion. Meritocracy is the sole operative ethos when judging research excellence. Scientific quests have a singular goal: to better understand the world and its wondrous mysteries. Science is not an empathy party meant to elevate and celebrate so-called marginalized groups. The use of diversity, inclusion, and equity when allocating research funds is an affront to individual dignity and to research excellence. A 2025 report by the Aristotle Foundation found that 97.5% of academic job postings at Canadian universities referenced diversity, inclusion, and equity. I will discuss briefly 3 such examples from my chapter in The War on Science. First example, the University of Waterloo's School of Computer Science recently advertised for 2 open NSERC Tier 1 Canada research chairs, and I quote their call. Position 1 in all areas of artificial intelligence. The call is open only to qualified individuals who self-identify as women, transgender, gender fluid, non-binary, or two-spirit. Second position in all areas of computer science. The call is open only to qualified individuals who self-identify as a member of a racialized minority, close quote. Second example from the University of British Columbia for a Tier 1 Canada research chair in oral cancer research. Quote, the selection will be restricted to members of the following federally designated groups: people with disabilities, Indigenous people, racialized people, women, and people from minoritized gender identity groups, close quote. Third example, from my own university, Concordia University, researchers there obtained a New Frontiers in Research grant to decolonize light. On their website, they explain, quote, the Decolonizing Light project explores ways and approaches to decolonize science, such as revitalizing and restoring Indigenous knowledge and capacity building, close quote. The Decolonize Light project is congruent with the 5-year strategic plan of Concordia University to decolonize and indigenize the entire curriculum and pedagogy. Apparently, science has suffered for too long from a whiteness problem. Canadian medicine has also succumbed to this parasitized ideological capture, as I discuss in my forthcoming book, Suicidal Empathy. The anti-racism expert working groups of CanMeds, which develops evolving training codes for physicians and surgeons in Canada, concluded that, quote, a new model of CanMeds would seek to center values such as anti-oppression, anti-racism, and social justice rather than medical expertise, close quote. If you suffer from an aggressive cancer, it might be comforting to know that your oncologist is trained to, quote, combat the historical and ongoing structures of racism, white supremacy, settler colonialism, heteropatriarchy, capitalism, ableism, classism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, and more, close quote. I end by quoting from my book, The Parasitic Mind. Quote, science is or should be an apolitical process. Scientific truths and natural laws exist independent of researchers' identities. The distribution of prime numbers does not change as a function of whether the mathematician is a white heterosexual Christian man or a transgendered Muslim obese individual. The periodic table of elements is not dependent on whether a chemist is a Latinx queer or a cis-normative Hasidic Jew. Oh, you are a non-binary bisexual chemist? Well, this completely changes the atomic numbers of carbon, palladium, and uranium, close quote. Ideological activism is anathema to research excellence. Meritocracy is all that matters. Thank you.